Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel. It's Eccentric Rockstar Seed, and I have some very informative, positive, forward-moving, progressive messages that I thought, well, really, I'm just channeled to share it. Keep in mind, this is counsel, this is advice, this is words of the wise, this is positive reinforcement. This is just good to know. Take it or leave it. If it doesn't resonate, don't force it. If it does, take it or leave it. So, the energy I got from you is you are whoever I'm talking to, all of who I'm talking to. Your energy is like you're you're devoted, like highly devoted to your higher calling, but the shadow work that you were doing is put you closer with your spiritual source. So that could be God, that could be how it resonates with you. But this is a lot of devotion. But it's also a phase, the phase that you are in your spiritual journey is like a cocoon phase that, before that caterpillar turns into that butterfly. It's that butterfly transformation. You're in a resting phase right now. You've been sleeping more. Not necessarily because you might, for women, not necessarily because you might have PMS or cycling or pregnant or anything like that. You just been resting. You've been needing replenishment. You've been needing to retreat. Okay? You've been working at yourself a lot. You've been operating. This is my devotion card. Isn't that pretty? Yes. So you've been operating from your third eye a lot, and it's really propelled you to that next phase of that transformation. But to get through that transformation, you have to rest. Okay? So we got power over difficulty. And that's what working from your third eye has been helping you do. Okay? And it's going to tap you, it's putting you more in alignment. It has put you in alignment with your abundance. Okay? Realizing that your abundance is more than your financial freedom. But the main thing of it, like the foundation of it, is building a different type of relationship with your money, because you're now using your money as an energetic tool to create that financial freedom. Okay, so you've been balancing your masculine and feminine energy. Like you've been balancing both sides. You've been operating from both tangibly. And you've been creating a lot of harmony. And you've been creating a lot of peace. You've also been willing to forgive and breathe love. You don't enter into any experience now without the love, without the element of love. And you see things through the lenses of compassion and understanding and huge insights. Okay? I'm just going to lay all my cards out and just read them like that. Oh, we got this. A few of your chakras are clear too. I'm proud of you. There you go. This is my non-violent card. So you're at the point now where you're aware. You realize how your thoughts affect your actions and how your actions reflect the quality of your life. So you're fine-tuning your inner language, to radiate compassion, to speak from a place of joy, and to establish that inner peace. And all of this is to break those chains, that ancestral patterns, whatever they may be. Each cultural group is different, but those patterns is to stop old habits, and so that your ancestors can come with you. Okay? So you're grounded to the point where ideas are just marinating inside of you, and your body is that vessel now for creative blessings. And But remember, I said your chakras are clearing. That you're making room, like you're putting yourself first. You're making room for creativity, abundance, and pleasure. You're operating from those three elements. Okay? So you're operating, this is the part of you, this is the side of you that's the feminine side of you. And then you hold on. So you're a person who's aware. You have awakened to your true self, and you have divorced the illusions that were binding you to the material world. Although you're practicing your spirituality and your supernatural abilities tangibly, you're rewriting your story. I feel like some of you are going to be writing books. I feel like you should write books. This is a big, it's like a gem, a hidden gem in the messages that I'm saying. And it's calling for you to rewrite your story. So because your ancestors are meant to come with you. So you can create new ancestral patterns. You also have improved your self-discipline, your self-love, and how it will propel you moving forward with all your creative endeavors. You also learned how to focus on one single thing, and you learned the benefit of focusing your mind on your goals, on the one goal, to undergo this transformation that comes from concentration. Because the birthing process of an idea takes deep commitment. In order for you to bring it into life. Some of you are putting together a school. That sounds really big, but why not? And your school is going to house different curriculums: yoga, Reiki, learning how to read tarot cards, working with crystals, balancing your health, your diet through holistic nutrition and wellness. So I can see why you need to retreat. Like, you're called to retreat because you got a lot going on. Building blocks one thing at a time. So I'm using my clarifiers in just a minute. What else? Okay, you're called to heal your family line, or free yourself, from living the life of your ancestors. This could mean letting go of the old patterns of the maternal or the paternal line, but I feel like it's both. You're healing trauma from both sides, from the past that's not even yours, although it trickled down to you, and possibly if you have children, to them too, and observing the old ways that are obsolete at this point. They're not serving you. Family patterns can be hard to break because we tend to carry emotional traumas in our luminous field. And it can go up to 7 generations back at a time. So it's never yours to begin with, of course. But the thing to notice is when ancestral healing comes up, is that you cannot heal another person, but you're healing your own, because another person, it's just called, it trickles, it has a domino effect. It causes another person or other people to make that same choice to heal. So it's freeing up a lot of energy that's like kind of stagnant through emotional trauma. So it's guiding you to really take a look at your life, like with a fine-tooth comb, like really look at your life like under a microscope and decide, how you want it to be moving forward. Like, what do you want to set yourself apart from? What part of your future, do you want to rewrite? I would say all of it, because why not? I feel like for some of you who have children, you birthed kings. Like, they're meant to be like an emperor, or somebody of high status, high value, high up in rank. I feel like you birthed kings. This speaks to people, who have the sons, of course. I feel like if you're as you as a divine feminine, as you go into your role, your purpose, your higher purpose, your north node, I feel like you could be on that high velocity on that platform, and your sons could be the king standing next to you. I've had a few dreams like that where there's the woman as the queen, the ruler, and her son is the king. And she has more than one son, so when one son, as they die, the next one is appointed and so forth. And they kept it like that for a while because she's a divorcee naturally because she has children. So you become real surgical as a leader of destruction and rebirth. Like taking a yogic path, it's like you have become utterly still. And a lot of people really don't understand the switch. Like what happened that you've become like you went from one extreme to the next. And of course, they always try to say you're crazy or just going through something mental, but that's not the case. But what you're doing is you're inspiring other students or people who want to be students to your guidance. And they want you. People are going to want you to teach them how to move past physical limitations, and that's going to be the birth, the guru. That's how you found your guru, seeing where you still need to grow. So by you moving like this or operating in this way, this is the birth of yoga. This is where that sacral chakra energy, that creativity, that abundance, and that pleasure. So you're teaching people to move past the limitations of society, their body, their mind, and their ego. To do a lot of inner work to evolve. So you're being called to be a teacher regardless. Regardless of which path you take, you're being called to teach the people. So the people I'm talking to also, by operating from your third eye, you also have a somatic psychic sense. It means that you feel things, you get premonitions in your body. So your empathy shows up physically for you. So you're being called to, if you don't realize that yet, start paying attention to what your body is telling you about people. Notice if you lean towards someone or away from someone. Do you want to touch this, seeing if you are comfortable touching that person or that person touching you, or do you feel repelled to just get away from them? And those are points, like those body signals, they let you know that guidance is coming. It's coming in for you. And there's a truth that needs to be spoken, that's about to be spoken. So you could have a rector pili. That's a medical term for goosebumps. Or it could be tingling. You could get hot flashes, tummy flips, the hair standing up on the back of your neck, your nerves heightened. But when you feel it, that's an indication that you're on the right track. These are people who are going to lean towards Reiki for teaching. You're going to practice it on yourself, and then you're going to go to a Reiki master, and they're going to teach you how to master the 3 levels of it so you could be a master Reiki teacher for yourself. I feel like these people are coming from opposite ends of the world, and they're going to meet each other through serendipitous experience. You're just going to meet each other. You don't know each other. You don't know each other from nowhere, but you're going to meet each other in the same city or same town. One is going to be about yoga. One is going to teach Reiki. Y'all going to build the school together. It's like, how do I want to say this? It's like laying down the foundation of what's necessary. You're being recommended to keep a psychic journal. Every time you record your hits, your intuitive hits. Every time you feel something or see something or hear it, or and it helps you keep track, so you can time it, so you know exactly when to expect. You can time when it's time for you to receive some sort of truth. That's what it is. Keep a journal and keep track of it. When you begin to recognize the synchronicities, the signs, the omens, write them down. It helps your mind to be clear. It helps your thoughts to be clear about it. So you're not all over the place. It also helps you to stay grounded. Stay in nature. A lot of people hear that, but it's true. Ground yourself in nature. Whether you like plants or just like to be outside, stay in nature. That's how you sharpen up too. It's healing. It's healing your traumas. It's healing your emotional traumas. It's healing your mental traumas. So as you write down your hits, you can contemplate them. You can ponder them, and you'll see it from a place where you can analyze the information that you're receiving, and it takes practice. This is how you practice so it becomes like second nature for you. So as you record all the experiences in your journal, you'll be amazed at how psychic you always was, like you really are. It guides you it helps you to pay attention to all that's happening, and that increases your ability. So with that, remember I mentioned something about building your relationship with money, back to that chakra energy. You're going to turn every experience is meant to turn it into an opportunity. That's where building a better relationship with your money, so you can use it as that energetic tool, so you can turn every experience into that opportunity for financial freedom. That's very important. So to recap, you're practicing your abilities, you're journaling them so you can study them, you're building better study habits to make yourself better. And these are all the building blocks. You're on your way to your financial freedom. You're actually, consider this like it's you and God, or you and your spiritual source. Take it how it resonates. You're in class right now, training to be a teacher. Just look at it like you're doing your externship. And these are like these are your tools you're going to take with you as you work through your spiritual practice. You're overcoming your triggers. Overcoming your triggers is facilitating your growth, whether it be financial, spiritual, everything, so that you can do as I'm teaching you. So make sure you have compassion for yourself. You've also learned the space, the art of creating space for infinite possibilities. And this is what you're called to do with that space. Okay, I hope this helped. Until next time.